Welcome.
One day more. I thought we're doing our musical podcast.
Yeah.
One more day before the storm.
Stop it before we get a copyright strike.
That's what I did.
Hold on for one more day.
Yeah, that's enough.
Things will
Copyright
look
strike.
away.
Copyright strike. No, don't listen to her. She's
Welcome to Inside the
Okay.
Ant Farm, guys.
You're not good at this.
The show where we talk about nothing for way too long.
No. Let's keep it concise this time.
I think we already had this one, but we're doing it again. We
Yeah.
Untitled Chapter.
Definitely, 100%.
We should have this one for the last one.
Gross.
Gross.
Oh, that's a good
Such
beer.
a heavy
So
beer
good.
for such a late.
Heavy beer.
This is the person that picked obituary before this.
I didn't pick that.
Ooh.
I didn't
Ooh.
pick any of these beers. I'm subjected to them.
Hey, Mike, how you doing?
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm doing great. I had probably the best food ever in the challenge accepted. We did.
Oh my god.
Yeah, my stomach doesn't hurt at all.
There's some left over if you guys want some.
What are these flavors of these weird puffs?
Okay, so these are quinoa puffs. The red one is African curry, like my family, and the other one's yogurt cucumber.
You're definitely African. Yeah, I got that.
No, we have African American people in our family, and our last name is Curry. So.
African curry, got it.
All right. So I'm doing great. I went to the weekend before we did this. I went to the Silver Bay YMCA on Lake George. Obviously, that's a place where we met a lot of fun people there. Cults happen there, but we weren't part of those cults unless you got the Presbyterian Youth Conference, which you may. But I did meet my wife there and her lovely family. And we went back there because Abby has not been there yet, so we wanted to take her to see the campus. Brought the whole kid. Connor, of course, forgot he'd been there. I was like, I've been. Help me follow him. Like, you were here like a couple years ago.
You're little, you don't remember.
I know.
Yeah.
He doesn't remember anything.
He's different height last time he was there.
We walked around. There's maybe like 3 other people there the whole time. It was kind of fun.
It is fun to go to things with other adults because they kind of all like collectively watch your kids together, so I do enjoy stuff like that.
Well, I mean, we thought about like maybe next time having you guys come with us too.
Oh, thanks.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah, gee.
Maybe next time. This time was for us though, you know. Wait, plus it's my first time like getting away from Syracuse in
Ever?
Yeah, it's nice.
quite some time,
Yeah.
and especially with the pandemic, you know, we're all vaccinated and we still wear masks though. We had some delicious pizza from a place whose name that I can't remember. That was in Bolton's Landing.
That's been really good.
You're really good at describing
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, I wasn't ready to describe it, but it was fun place. And then we went. And then we were up there the same weekend. They happened to be having a 40th birthday party for a friend of ours that we also met at Silver Bay, Josh Brown,
Josh Brown.
who's
The
Happy
B&B.
birthday.
yeah, he was having his 40th birthday at his family's estate on Lake George, which was
Ooh.
The mayor of the Paper Street Soap Company.
and it was mostly his family. He was super surprised to see us, which was cool, and he was like super happy to see us too. He took both children out on the lake in a canoe,
We heard, yeah.
which was funny because Connor. What started this is that Connor was playing with frisbee with this dog, and one of the other kids, it actually wasn't Connor, surprisingly, threw the frisbee into the lake, and so Connor, of course, being the lover of all creatures, was like, "No, we have to get this frisbee. We have to get the frisbee." And he's like freaking out, and we're like, Connor, buddy, you gotta chill a little bit. And so Josh's like, "Yeah, we'll just get a canoe. We'll get it out there." And so he just grabs a paddle. He gives Connor a paddle, which was adorable, and they're both rowing out to the frisbee. But then of course Abby's like, yeah, me. That's me next, right? And so he's like, "Yeah, okay," and he just takes Abby out too. And then Jane took them both out because she was like, "I gotta show off this man." All right, and then they played the music that you see every time you see Wonder Woman. They play that music in the background.
I mean, I also attended summer camp for several years, and I learned sailboating and canoeing and swimming skills. And we also went out on one of the Finger Lakes during a storm and survived it. So that was an exciting trip. So I get it. I get the teaching your kids about water because it's important to learn how to deal with water. Some kids don't know how to like do that stuff. So.
And I'm rarely late.
It's true.
So how you guys
You're
doing?
usually early or on time.
I hear you guys had a great experience just very recently.
We are the first ever
First
winners.
ever.
First ever winners of the Gilded Club Trivia Night through Syracuse Trivia.
Double G, Bruin.
First ever winners. We're on the plaque that they haven't put up. We're probably gonna put it
We're
up.
gonna put it up ourselves.
We're just gonna go in there and drill some holes. Put it
Yeah.
up.
If you know the code though, Matt.
We
Yeah,
do.
we did last time. We can just find out. They're really not that secret of the code. They're just making it feel like it.
You just like watch someone else putting you going behind it, right?
Good. Or just like they hold the door open, you go in with them.
It's like a guy like at the door.
Or
like,
really,
just
the
trying to
door's
stop
like
it.
not
not.
locked, but you just.
Now, when you go in, does
expect
it look
that
like
it
you're in
is.
like a dude's house, and then like it's, you pull out a book or something?
No, it looks like a bar in Syracuse, New York.
It looked like a darker owls.
A darker elves with no decorations
So
whatsoever.
it looked like owls. Then. Okay, cool.
Yeah. But like even darker. Like imagine you almost couldn't see.
Like you couldn't play poker at this place.
No. It was really tough to write down
You
answers.
couldn't have a pool table at this place.
Oh, and drinks are way more expensive.
And it's a speakeasy,
No, it's a speakeasy, yeah.
but they don't make any of the
It's
drinks that you
prohibition, so they
find
charge you the
at a
prohibition
prohibition speakeasy.
No, look, we had to import these through the rum runners.
At one point, our friend Greg asked for a drink, and the bartender brought it over, and she goes,
I should have used a different gin for this. It would have looked a lot better and been a lot nicer, but I forgot about it. So here's the one that you get. And so I was like, well, why don't you bring me the one that would have had the good gin in it? And we were thinking to ourselves, you're cute, but also don't ever bring something and be like, this could have been better. Either bring the better thing or
Like,
don't
this
say
is going
anything.
to suck.
Yeah.
And also, it's more expensive.
Yeah.
This is gin I used.
I'm like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey,
Okay.
is this one of those restaurants where they insult you when you eat your food?
Yeah.
Like, you did not tell me any of this.
But you know what? We had a great time.
We did.
It was fun being out again.
We met a twin, Brian.
And Matt, you're a twin too.
I told him.
I've heard.
Wait, what? What?
Was his,
Did you think we're the same person?
was his twin 5 years older than him?
Just 3.
Like was in a plane for 3
I should ask him how many minutes. Like, how many minutes, buddy?
Oh, who's the older one?
I've asked you know. Does she know?
Me and
It's
him?
him. He's the older one, right?
What? Why are you asking
Because
this?
you know the older one's not the better looking one. Yeah, so yeah. She knows the rule.
Yeah,
He's
she
the messed
totally
up one that comes out first.
Like
Yeah,
Bad
he's the
Batch.
crap that's left behind, okay? The Danny DeVito.
Get your ass
No.
out.
I'm the only, so out of
Matt,
the
in the movie
vagina.
Twins, Danny DeVito came out first. He didn't. That's not true.
I don't know. I don't remember that. I kind of want to watch that now. Yeah. Hey, you guys,
We're
do
after
we
watching.
have news for this week about like
I
shit that's going
Way
down?
too much news, guys.
I'm fine,
What?
guys.
Too much?
I don't have too much. I have just enough.
I literally
have
asked you
none.
how we're doing, Matt.
So I'm
you
just
shouldn't.
gonna listen.
I have Avatar sequel release dates, okay, guys? Are we
I thought
ready
we
for
had
this?
those.
What?
Wait, is it 1 through 9, 2 through 9?
What?
2 through 5.
Wait, what?
Oh
What
my
about-
god.
So we get December 2022, 2024, 2026, 2028, all in December. It's like basically doing the Harry Potter schedule.
Yeah.
But also, nobody asked for this!
I really
5? No!
Like, Stephen Lang's already old. How are you going to have him back for these? And you know he's going to come back. I'm just saying.
So,
oh,
okay.
he got killed. He didn't.
Okay, they're underwater this time. They're in space next time. Then they're on Earth. Maybe
yeah.
Avatar people come to
Desert.
Earth.
The Avatars can't go into space, dude.
They're gonna get like
The
technology.
Avatars going into
Or
space.
they're gonna steal our technology.
They're like the natives.
Yeah, but they're gonna.
They're gonna put the little things and do
We're
it
like the
hand and
aliens that
fly
are
it.
screwing up we're like the aliens that are ruining the Prime Directive, and so they're gonna get our technology and they're gonna come to our planet and then invade us.
Do you
Maybe
think-
there'll be like a prequel Avatar episode.
Do you think they're gonna use unobtainium
Movie.
to come to our planet?
It's the best thing for some reason. Do you remember why? I don't.
Because you couldn't get it or something?
It's unobtainable, I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
We
right?
really need it for a
Unobtainium?
reason. Yeah.
Like, it's a little on the nose when you're calling it unobtainium.
But also, why did we need it?
To power our rocket ship.
Yeah, to power our bleeply bloops.
Unbelievably bloops, yeah. I mean, although we could just trade a dude's
Guys,
consciousness and go buy
There's 4 more of these. Like, no.
Slated was 9 by James Cameron.
You could have made this a trilogy and it would have been fine.
Also, if we're adding 2 years in each one of these, James Cameron's going to be like a 900.
Dead. He's going to be dead.
With 900 years on, you'll be. See how many avatars
No, but also I
you'll
love how you were like, you could have released it as a trilogy, and it's like, or you could have just leave it as it is because no one gives shit.
I get why he's doing this. Money.
Good
But also,
money.
he has a plan. But the plan shouldn't be 9. Like, nobody wants to see 9 of any movie.
You think it's a
Ever.
plan like the Silence had a plan in the recent Battlestar Galactica where there was just no plan?
I barely wanted to watch 8 episodes of Harry Potter.
Or like how we
8
watched Mortal
movies.
Kombat, but it was not at all the actual tournament. It was just leading up to what might be the tournament.
Guys, Mortal Kombat's not a tournament, so we'll end that there because Mortal Kombat never was a tournament. It's horrible because the tournament's not you fighting the same guy, like it's different guys until you get to the top, and then if you lose, like that's not how it works. Tournaments, it's a stupid game.
Wow,
It's a
wow, wow.
stupid game.
Wow.
True story.
Wow.
Not a tournament.
Wow.
Then you will fight this
And
guy.
it definitely was a tournament in the movie. But okay, so are you guys excited for any more Avatar at all?
No.
I am. I want to see Avatar. I'm only excited for the
Okay.
500 Avatars. 3 and 5.
I want to see the Avatar porn with the hair. Like,
There definitely is an Avatar
Yeah.
porn.
I've seen it before. It exists. It's good too. It's pretty good. It's like tasteful. The thing is, like they're all wearing blue makeup, so it's just coming off all over the place.
It's
No
no
pun intended.
pirates. It's no pirates.
No pun intended.
But yeah, it's okay. It's tasteful.
Yeah.
It's very.
Oh,
There's
you
a lot
know
of production
too?
value. There's a lot of
You know
production
too?
value.
It's an auteur.
I've never
It's an
watched
auteur
porn
film.
before. You're right, honey. Never watched porn.
I recreated it.
Hey guys, that's all I got for that one.
Good. I'm glad.
Good. Done. Perfect
No.
ending. Stuck the
I
landing.
am glad.
Do you have anything about it?
Regina King, Matt, is going to direct Bitter Root. Have you heard about this?
I did see this comic book adaptation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a comic movie set during the Harlem Renaissance. 1924, Harlem follows a family of monster hunters who defend New York City from evil force that threatens to transform humans into creatures.
Is
So
this
is it Bitter Root?
HBO? Like,
Actually, I think they said it was going to come to HBO eventually, but it's gonna be a theatrical recently.
Oh, is it theatrical? I didn't know if it was from Netflix. Everything seems to be going on there right now. Okay.
The Sengeris family must decide between
Well-
killing or saving the invading monsters.
I think
Not
she's
sure
gonna
whether
be.
saving them if they're turning people into creatures.
I think she's gonna be a saver. I think because the one monster.
maybe it's
really
just
cute.
turning
We're gonna-
evil,
we're gonna
like
find the
racist
humans-
white people into monsters.
We're gonna find out the humans were the creatures all along.
Humans are always the monsters, especially white.
Yeah, we watched
humans.
them, so they were definitely.
White people are the worst.
Agreed.
Yeah, no, I'm interested. Regina King did a really good job in the last comic book adaptation type thing she did. So
I mean, she's has some directorial stuff under her belt. I think it was One Night in Miami is the one she did. Most recently.
Yeah.
It was critically acclaimed. And Regina King can just do no wrong. Regina is my king.
She's great.
King of my heart.
So
I'm
yeah,
ready for it.
that's why I was like, I gotta write this one down. Gotta report the good stuff.
Why did I write this one down? Because I'm still not sure how I feel about this, but guys, Dave Bautista said he wants to retire as Drax after Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Basically, he said, like, I'm doing really good here, but I'm over 50 years old now, and I don't know how long until my pec starts sagging, and I don't want to do it after that. He said that the part should be recast, and James Gunn said no. He's like, I'm not doing that. You're Drax, so either you're doing it or you're not.
Yeah, but Disney's gonna be like, okay, then you go away. We need this Drax the Destroyer back.
Yeah, then we'll get the robot guy, or we'll get
Yeah, we'll get someone else. Like, there's already another whole league of Guardians that comes after these ones, so eventually these guys are
before
gonna
these ones
like.
too.
Who do you think's gonna play Cosmo the dog?
I'm hoping we get Adam Warlock, or we get
I mean, Adam Warlock's been teased all basically
Yes.
every movie.
So get him in there. He can be in there instead of Drax, Especially since he's like Omega of Omega level,
More on from the interview though. He also talked about how he was a little disappointed that Drax never see the Destroyer side of Drax. Like he's only kind of like You
The
see
funny
that?
side.
Well,
yeah,
and
yeah.
basically they're like, well, the interviewer's like, do you think they'll change it? And he's like, no, because people like this character the way he is, and they don't want to see him like murdering people at this point. They like that he has this funny wit that please don't die.
He's still a beam up type guy too.
Yeah, and like he's still a good fighter and stuff, but but he's not like a murder man like he is in the comics at some points.
I mean, it's true. Many of their characters are actual like murderers, just murdering people for no reason whatsoever type people. But they're the funny, lovable family that we've come to know. So.
And then we play father and son until the episode ends, guys.
Exactly.
But also Dave Bautista's gonna be Knives Out too, guys. Along with Catherine Hahn, guys.
Why not?
Am I all in? I'm all in. Catherine Hahn and Dave Bautista? What?
And Ed Norton, Matt.
What?
Yeah.
What? And Janelle Monáe.
Yes!
I mean, Catherine Hahn is really great. But also Catherine Hahn and Dave Bautista is like...
Maybe he wants to have sex.
Yeah.
She's got to be the villain, though, right? Because it was Agatha all along, you know?
But she's like...
She's so much better
She can
than
do
this guy.
anything. She can do anything.
She can.
Oh, only one.
Well, ooh, just a little...
I'm excited, and also
appreciation.
Netflix has the exclusive rights to Knives Out 2 and 3. They paid $400 million to secure them.
Sure.
Yeah,
Knives
right.
Out 1 was great, so... Okay.
You're welcome for introducing me to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't know about it until you said it. It was like completely foreign to us. So you said
Because Murder, She Wrote wasn't doing that every week, like for 12 seasons from 1984. Though.
Did Murder, She Wrote ever have Chris Evans on it? Didn't think so.
Well, he wasn't acting in 1996, so.
That's it. Knives Out, teeth bloody. Knives Out, teeth
Yeah,
bloody.
I mean, if we're talking about Knives Out, we're talking about Daniel.
Muffin Craig.
He signed on, don't worry. We got him.
Yeah, there's no way
Daniel
they went
Craig.
securing. Yeah, it's definitely a different kind of a different story, but he's going to be probably the sinew, if you will.
Oh, he will be the sinew.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Everyone knows sinew, the sexiest of connective tissues.
Yeah. So strong and vibrant.
Guys, is Don't Not leaving Life is Strange behind?
What?
So as we know, there is a new Life is Strange game coming out.
Yeah.
Life is Strange True Colors, which actually looks really good.
But also it's not anything to do with the first segment, really.
And for good reasons. Because it is actually being developed by a completely different developer. Although the developer did have a hand in Life is Strange Before the Storm, which is related to the first one. But Deck 9, and it's also because Square Enix owns the IP Life is Strange. So Donut says, we love that game. We love that people like just want us to do that game, but we want to do our own IPs. And like if we don't, if we continue on the Life is Strange path, then we're like losing money and we're not doing the stuff we want to do. This is what they said. It's a little sad because Donut is I honestly made a game that kind of revolutionized the genre that it was in, and it was one of the best games of the last generation.
It was like how Quantic Dream came along with Heavy Rain, and they made these games that no one was making, and this was along that same genre of games that like no one was making, and it really deserved a sequel, and I don't know why they never got it. It didn't make any sense to me, but
and you played Life is Strange 2, it's a completely different game.
It's completely different, and it's okay, but it's not like you're like, I want you continue that first story that was getting good, and then you just did nothing with it. But
it was dropped in the net.
It was almost. It felt like how Firefly was one season and you never got to see it again. It's like, okay,
well, who cares about Kaylee? Who cares?
Who cares? I don't want to know. I don't even want to know.
I'll just go watch the Nevers. Watch the Nevers.
Is she on it?
Pretty good. No. Joss Whedon just copy and paste a bunch of characters though. In the beginning, you're like,
Also, Joss Whedon, guys.
Also, no.
Also, Joss Whedon is pushed far away from that show, for the record. But he did direct the last episode.
Also, Gal Gadot confirmed that he did try to end her career, and then she said, "Not happening, buddy."
I'll just have the Israeli military bombing us. So how about that?
all she said was, "But I took care of it." And I was like, "Oh shit!"
No.
She like break his dick? Like what happened? Now I want to know.
She kicked him right in the penis, and he just took it.
Like, oh,
Like,
mom,
"Yep, I guess I will. I guess I will. Okay.
you're right. Oh no,
You're not going to be in Dr. Horrible's sing-along glove too. Oh. She's not.
The Revenge of Bad Horse, of course.
Horse.
Bad horse, bad horse. Guys, Emily Blunt, Invisibubbles, the rumors of Fantastic Four, saying that John and her have never been called about Fantastic Four.
Did you know her middle name is Smoker?
Emily Smoke a Blunt.
Yeah.
I hate you so much. So she says she really doesn't like superhero movies, but then she goes on to say,
But she said it like an English, a really posh English accent.
don't like superhero
movies.
I'm Emily Blunt, and I really don't like.
But she said, also said that she loved Iron Man and that she wanted to work with Robert Downey Jr. Okay.
But my husband did want to be Captain America for a while, so I don't really know.
Better. She was originally offered the role of Black Widow, and she turned it down.
So I do not like those movies.
What? So instead of being $11 billion, she made that. Oh, I'm trying to think. It was like some rom-com or something like that. It was some garbage rom-com.
No, she was in the art
LA
heist
Enchanted.
movie. That was pretty good, but before that, it was just garbage.
Ocean's 8.
It was like we shouldn't be married for this long, but we got married for this long type movie. I remember.
Well, when you say it like that, it sounds like a really good movie.
Adam Driver was the other character.
No, God. Something like
Like,
that.
we shouldn't have been married, you're right.
We shouldn't have been married, and I don't ever watch myself act or listen to myself
Nope.
do anything.
She was in a rom-com with Guy Pearce, and it didn't work out.
What, Guy Pearce? Shit. Jesus.
So
Christmas.
she said, I don't know. She said she would be interested though, even though she said she doesn't like superhero movies, but she does like Iron Man. She said she would be interested if it was a cool character.
It was cool.
Sue Storm is one of the coolest characters, arguably, in any.
Yeah, I mean, she's
true,
played by
though.
Jessica Alba, so I mean.
No, but it's true.
The
And
character is cool. I
and
think
She's played by
cool people.
Kate Mara.
Hey. You Kate Mara alone.
Wow. Rooney Mara and Kate Mara, leave them alone.
Leave the Maras alone.
Their names are Rooney and Kate.
Rooney.
And leave Girth Mara alone as well.
Girth.
Girth's sister.
Just leave Girth alone.
Hi, I'm Girth.
Girth Mara.
Hi, I'm Girth. I like chocolates.
Are you just Bjork?
Yes. Bjork Mara.
What if Bjork was a Mara? I think that's the name of this episode, Bjork Mara.
Bjork.
No one's gonna get it. It's gonna be great.
Like Russ.
What?
PlayStation Studio head Herman Holst
Herman
says
Holst.
that their umbrella is working on more than 25 PlayStation 5 games.
Wait, they're Umbrella
Half
Corporation?
Of which are
Yeah,
the
no, I heard that too. I was like, their
Yes.
Umbrella Corporation?
Yes, the Umbrella
Like
Corporation.
the Umbrella
You
Corporation
fools.
is working on for.
I don't want any of those games then.
I don't want that.
And they're all going to turn you into zombies. No, basically, and not just the first party studios, but which is explained later if you guys would have not interrupted with your cool
I
jokes.
didn't interrupt
With your
anything.
cool jokes.
I just
They're
listened.
half of these are new IPs, but they're from because they have their first party studios now under the PlayStation Studios umbrella, like
Their Umbrella
Guerrilla Games,
Corporation.
Naughty Dog, Insomniac Games, among others.
Umbrellas.
But not all of first party games, because some include the new game that just came out, Returnal, which is by Housemarque, which is a PlayStation adjacent studio that does a lot of exclusives.
Do you
but
have
isn't
Returnal
PlayStation.
yet or not?
I don't have Returnal because I'm going to be playing
Returnal in your
Mass Effect: The
urinal.
Legendary Edition
For many hours.
I mean, it just sounds like
starting tomorrow, and then that's with my wife for
medicine.
like
Yeah.
4 days.
Go away.
Sorry,
Not
I
you. I'll be here.
I'm like, unless you're cosplaying the R right now, honey.
We do.
Oh boy. Ooh la la, where are you going?
The Craftsman.
The Craftsman.
It's gonna be fancy.
I'm gonna wear a bolo.
Like that thing that gets put out for like child molesters?
Oh, that's a be on the lookout.
I
First
think
of
a
all,
bola.
You're thinking of an Amber
bolo
Alert.
tie? Bolo tie?
A bolo tie. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that's why a bolo. I said a bolo.
Yeah, I thought you said you have Ebola, and I was like, what?
I have Ebola.
Oh God! Your bull's the worst.
Both some words.
I have a Ebola tie, guys, which also could be in the name.
E-bolt some bolo ties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what we're talking about now.
I don't either. News.
We were talking about new games.
What?
25.
Well, I know that there's a God of War 2 coming down the pipeline.
He knows it.
I know there is, because that game was fantastic, and they need to make another one. It's coming down the pipeline, and for PS5, God, that game looks so good. That game on PS4 looks great. So on
Did they
PS5,
get Chris Judge back? They're
fantastic.
gonna be the little kid back. Will he be back?
Boy,
Phantasmagoria.
he might be the main character. I mean, I think he died at the end. Spoiler. So I don't think he died. I think he died.
I mean, he's 5 years old at this point, right?
It's pretty crazy. The end of that is like, oh, okay, it's Mongers. Did you finish the game? Didn't you? Why didn't you finish the game?
I just couldn't get through it.
Why couldn't you get through it?
I just couldn't.
You can see my air quotes in this one.
I couldn't.
You missed out on a great game.
The mechanics were pissing me off a lot.
I love that. And I don't really like the button, hit X, hit sideways, hit this thing. But I really like the story, and it was intense because of that. I liked it a lot. It's much better than Valhalla, that's for sure.
Oh boy, this guy over here. But Matt, was it better or worse in the ranking? Where would you put Greedfall?
At the far end.
As far last
Like,
as you could put it.
So the
way
first
over-
like
Like a boy in his
over there.
blood,
Over
Greedfall.
there.
you give it
A boy in his
full
blood,
price.
Greedfall.
Better than sex, you'd say.
It's not
Better
better
sex
than
with
How do you
that.
feel about Ghost of Tsushima so far, Mike? Have you started yet?
No, I haven't started yet.
Oh man,
Did
I'm
you
never gonna
give
get
it
the
to
game
me?
back. What? Of course I did.
Yeah, okay.
How dare
I'm
you?
playing it right now.
How dare you? I got nothing left. So what do you else you got?
What you got?
What do you got?
I have a very important thing, guys.
Okay.
And I think it's actually
Didn't
the
sound
last thing
honest.
because everything else was to be
Didn't
done.
sound honest.
No. So a black actor and director are being sought for the new standalone Superman movie. And we kind of, I think we might have
A
mentioned
black
this last week.
Superman. So it's Idris Elba, obviously.
God, I hope so.
I-
Right? Like, oh my
please.
He already said he's Black Superman.
God. So some rumors that I've seen debunked in other places, but I'm going to mention the rumor anyway, is that
John Boyega.
it's just going to be Black Clark Kent, basically.
Well,
And
there
that
is
is very upsetting to me.
there is like a
No, there's several great, or at least there's some are not great, but some are there. Black Superman throughout,
the comics.
decades of comics actually.
Well, there was a Michael B. Jordan tied to this at one point.
There was a
Um,
Michael B. Jordan.
Well, there's also
Hey,
Barack Obama
one
tied
of
to
them.
one of the characters.
Yes, it was
Calvin
like
Ellis, man. So if you don't remember
Cal
Calvin
Ellis,
Ellis, that's right. Calvin Ellis was President Superman from Earth 23. He's basically because it just makes sense too. And like one of the things I was reading, one of the articles I was reading is like, of course the guy absorbs sunlight. Of course he's gonna have a lot more melanin in his skin. It's probably gonna be super pumped up too.
Or he'll be
the
the
same
great
reason why white people are not the dominant race because we burn like
those little bitches.
like
Yeah.
toast in the sun.
Yeah, so Calvin Ellis is he's president and who happens to also be Superman. There's also Val Zod, who is I think he's Earth 3 Superman. There's Sunshine Superman, who is a kind of a joke character, but kind of not. But also another black. But then there's also Icon, of course, who's not going to be this character because Icon is his own character, but a great character from the '90s Milestone comics with Static Shock and Icon. So at first they say, oh, it's going to be just Black Clark Kent, and so I'm glad I read something else that said it was not going to be.
Okay.
Who knows what the fuck that means?
It's gonna be John Henry Ironson, right?
Right.
Yeah. Yes.
Played by
It's
Shaquille O'Neal.
You think it's gonna be a Steel remake?
Yeah.
I think if we're gonna remake Steel, we need a new actor.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shaquille O'Neal.
No, Shaq could be
Does
another
Shaq have a
character,
son?
but not
Maybe Jaden Smith.
You just sold me.
I feel for a while he was rumored he was gonna play Static Shock, and I was like, please don't do this.
I could see him
No,
doing
but
that.
also
To be
please
honest.
don't do it. He's not
How
gonna
about
doing it,
Sam
yeah.
Richards, who plays Richard in Veep? Because that would be amazing. Can he be Superman? Can he be the awkward Superman of this generation? That would be the fucking most amazing thing ever.
We need an awkward Superman, guys.
We do. We need an awkward Superman who embodies all of the people who
Right.
exist in this
No, we
world. Sure, we do.
We don't need that.
Okay, guys, Ebola Tie. That was great.
Ebola.
Guys, thanks for stopping by. And stay classy. Fin. Fang.
Oh God! Don't eat them.